Good morning, Miss Melissa here. I'm here with A1C Bendorf and A1C Schmidt.
No.
These gentlemen are going to show us around one of the fire trucks that they use here at Luke Air Force Base.
So this is our main fire truck engine that you're most likely going to see us driving around. We use this truck for any fires that may start. We also respond to medical calls with this truck. If you want to come around here, so this is where our engineers sit. Our engineer is responsible for getting us water when the firefighters go in to fight fire. That's where the engineers sit. And then this is our pump engagement right here. So in order for us to get water for us to fight fires, the engineers have to engage our pump, which leads to the pump panel. So we'll go back to the pump panel. So firefighters, we sit in the back seat right here. We have hats that we wear that are full of air. We also have these masks. So when we go inside fires, we can't breathe in all that bad stuff. So we have a mask that filters out all the bad stuff, and we breathe clean air. These are our attack lines right here. So whenever we go show up on scene and there's a fire, we'll pull these hand lines and we'll wait for our engineer to get to the pump panel to engage the pump and then give us water to the hand lines. Back here are a few of our compartments. So this is the engineer's compartment, so the driver's compartment. He got his pack and his tank back here. We have different connections that we can make. We have hydrant wrenches, so whenever we need to tighten down couplings on our hose lines, that's what we use these for. A whole bunch of different types of appliances. We have spare air bottles just in case we run out of air. This is our RIC bag, so if we're ever inside a fire and something happens, we need more air, someone will come in and deliver this to us. It's got an air cylinder in it, so we'll get our air packs replaced. These are just more of the tools that we use on scene. If we need to assist any car accidents or anything like that, we can crib vehicles so that can give us access to vehicles whenever we show up on a car accident. So this is our large diameter hose right up here. There's 1,000 feet of it. So whenever we pull up to a hydrant, this is what we're going to use to connect to a hydrant, to connect to our truck to get us water into the tank. Right here we have some rescue tools. We have the jaws of life, we have some spreaders, we have rams. These are all just to get us access into confined spaces. More tools that we use. We have your chainsaw, your K12 saws. We also have a fan too back here. And then tools that we like to use. Axe, Halligan. Then we got some shovels, broom, fire extinguisher, and we also have a backboard too, so in case we need to place patients on a backboard, we have this right here for us. So these are called hotel packs. We use these whenever we need to go up stairs and we need to connect to a standpipe. Pretty much all those are for. Throughout the truck we have different places where we have cylinders, so in case we need to have a cylinder replaced.
And that's your air that you can breathe if you're in smoke?
Yeah, so that's the air that we're going to breathe when we're inside a burning building. More cylinders in here. And then this is our medical compartment. So any medical calls that we respond to, this is the main compartment that we're going to go to. We have a trauma box and an O2 box in case patients need to get oxygen. We have an AED in case patients are going into cardiac arrest. We have suctions. We also have C-collar bags in case we need to put a C-collar around somebody. We also have a med cooler where we can hold our EpiPens for people going into anaphylactic shock, and also Narcan.
It sounds like there's a lot of different levels of training that the firefighters on the truck have to have, both with medical and perhaps also with fire training.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me what type of medical personnel are on the truck?
Absolutely. So with Air Force Fire, every engine is required to have at least 2 EMTs on the truck. So the levels of medical responder are the lowest, which is an EMR, emergency medical responder. Then you have your emergency medical technicians, and you have your advanced EMTs. And then the very top level is a paramedic. Air Force doesn't have paramedics, but we do have EMTs, and every truck engine is required to have at least 2 EMTs on the truck. So a typical day here at the fire station, we show up 7 o'clock at shift change. We check out our trucks to make sure all the tools are on the truck. And then from that point, we're responsible for any calls that might come in regarding anybody that's hurt or any fires on or off base. We also respond to calls on the flight line in case there's any aircraft emergencies.
Mostly flight line, that's our main job.
Is that where the aircraft from the
that's where
base
all the
take
jets
off?
are and stuff like that. And we use these trucks right here, bigger ones. They contain foam and such things like that.
Whenever you're
So this is our P-19 Stryker truck. So this truck is responsible for all aircraft emergencies. Anytime an aircraft has an emergency, you're going to see this truck respond. This truck is filled with foam and water. So some fires require foam instead of water. In some emergencies, water may enhance the fire, so that's why this truck has foam and dry cabin.
When would you use this truck instead of the other one?
We use this truck anything that has to do with aircraft. We don't respond the engine with any aircraft emergency. This is the only truck that we will respond with an aircraft emergency.
Okay.
When there's a fire, it's important that the firefighter be able to get into his protective gear quickly. Let's see how fast he can do it.
Go for it. What school subjects do you think are important to prepare for your job?
There's a lot of subjects that help prepare for this kind of job. Believe it or not, math is a very important part of our job. We need to calculate friction loss in our hose lines. Having good communication skills. Classes like English really help as well.
Another class would be PT. It's good to be physically fit for this job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lifting a lot of heavy objects and being in your gear can be, get you tired and stuff.
So what is your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert is definitely cheesecake.
And mine is chocolate ice cream.
Excellent.
Thank you so much to each of the military heroes who participated in the making of this film, and a special thanks to First Sergeant Whitaker, who did all the legwork and gained access to the base for me to help make this lesson possible.